Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for being with us. Haley is off tonight. Our top story, a Manatee County woman is in jail tonight accused of hiring a hitman to kill her ex-husband. Rachel Leahy made her first appearance today and was officially charged with solicitation of premeditated murder. Manatee County Sheriff's detectives say Leahy unknowingly hired an undercover detective to kill her ex-husband, who currently has custody of their children. Investigators say Leahy told the undercover deputy in recorded conversations that getting rid of her ex was the only way to get her children back. Detectives say Leahy was planning to leave the country, and when she was arrested, she had her bags and passport on her. Some of Leahy's neighbors say they are shocked to hear of the allegations.
It's concerning. We live in the neighborhood. We're just thankful that, everything was found out in advance and that the officials and the authorities took care of it. It's just a great feeling knowing that we're taken care of in that way.
Okay.
Leahy's bond was set at $100,000. She was also ordered to have supervised release, surrender her passport, and not have contact with her ex-husband. Now to an update on the controversial Lido Beach renourishment project. The Florida Department of Environmental Protection now has until October 1st to review documentation for that project. The previous deadline was September 1st. The plan being considered calls for dredging up to 1.2 million cubic yards of sand from Big Pass to rebuild 1.5 miles of beach on Lido. The new review deadline gives the DEP until the end of the year to issue the permit for that project. Many groups are against it, claiming it will adversely affect Siesta Keys beaches. Just north of Lido Key, Longboat Key officials will soon be deciding if dredging will take place at any of the island's canals. It's something they're looking to stay ahead of any possible problems that may arise in the future. ABC 7's Rick Adams has the story.
I'm here at one of the many canals on Longboat Key. The town is taking a good hard look at possibly having regular dredging of these canals. It seems as if around every corner in Longboat Key there is a canal. If town officials have their way, they'll have ongoing maintenance of the canals to prevent future problems. Dr. Manuel Garcia and his wife moved to Longboat Key 16 years ago. Along with the move, they also became boat owners. Garcia says the ongoing maintenance of the area's waterways would be a good thing. A while back, his boat actually got stuck in a sandbar.
It's not a good experience because when I got stuck, it was in the afternoon and the tide was going down, so it was hard to get my boat out.
Boats getting stuck is one of the problems the town is looking to avoid. Another is making sure the stormwater outpours are clear. Dennis Matthews, Director of Marine Operations for the Longboat Key Club Moorings Marina, deals with hundreds of boats at the marina. He tells us since boating is a way of life here, it's important to do what it takes to keep the boaters happy and safe.
I think it's a great idea. I mean, there's always moving tides and things that will clog an inlet or an entrance to an inlet or something like that.
Public Works officials tell us an engineering group has been checking out the depths of the canals and inlets. It could be decided before the end of the year if canal dredging is the best way to go. The work could cost millions of dollars. Town officials are also looking at where that money would come from. Next up in all this, a report from the engineering firm will be presented to commissioners sometime this fall. Then the town will decide what to do next. Reporting from Longboat Key, I'm Rick Adams, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Rick, thank you. The Suncoast Sports Club is offering a $500 reward to anyone who has information on who damaged the fields at Glebe Park. When coaches arrived at the Siesta Key Park on Monday morning, they found the grass ripped up. It appears someone used a four-wheeler to do donuts on the fields.
It's just uncalled for, and I don't know why they do it. This is a county park. Everybody can come here that wants to come to this park. It's maintained by the county, and they do a great job.
Park has been vandalized in the past, including damage to the bathrooms and a similar incident involving a four-wheeler. Week says the county will repair the fields sometime next week. Let's get a check on our weather now with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Friday night, Bob, lots going on. We're all hoping for some good weather.
Well, looking pretty good right now. There are a few passing showers. There haven't been a lot of lightning strikes with these showers at all, so they're moving pretty quickly off to the west, too. Southeast winds at 7. It's hot, though, 93 degrees at this hour, and lots of sunshine at the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport. I mentioned those a few isolated showers moving off to the west right now. We'll have to look for more developing east of the interstate and then pushing toward the west. So there could be some showers moving through some of the high school football games. You can see one there now just exiting off of Longboat Pass there near Coquina. Sarasota. That heads off to the west. This one now just popped up. Bradenton and Palmetto, that too is heading off in a westerly direction. Now we have the temperatures in the low 90s, so there's plenty of heat. And with that heat, there's always a potential for these storms to start gaining some strength, using some of that energy up from the strong temperatures today, the high temperatures. Sarasota, a shower entering into and toward downtown Sarasota. And we're watching this area. Just popped up. It's an old Invest area. You can see the rotation and circulation on this visible satellite imagery. It gives you a little bit more detail, but all the storms are east of the center. The Hurricane Center giving this a 40% chance of developing in time, but the news is it's going to continue on this westerly course and will have little impact on our weather at all of the upcoming weekend. More on the weekend weather forecast in just a few minutes. Scott?
All right, Bob, thank you. The stock market stumbled to its biggest loss since June today. Traders are worried that interest rates might finally be heading higher. The stocks that had the most to lose from higher rates suffered the most in today's sell-off. Utilities and phone companies fell far more than the rest of the market. AT&T slumping 3.6%. Energy companies also took a drubbing as the price of crude oil fell. So taking a look at the closing numbers, the Dow lost 394 points to finish the week at 18,085. The NASDAQ also falling 133 points to finish at 5125. Sarasota YMCA is consolidating, and the Babe Weiler branch in downtown Sarasota is closing its doors. The YMCA has been trying for the past few years to maintain the branch as a separate facility, but there's been a decline in membership, and with high downtown rental fees, the Y plans to close the gym now. The Berlin branch, just east of downtown on South Euclid Avenue off Bay Vista, will be renovated to handle more members. Y representatives say the consolidation will offer members a bigger facility with more amenities like a pool, social areas, childcare, and more studio space.
The higher rents downtown, we've had some declining revenues, and also just not knowing what's going to happen to this particular building has really caused a lot of uncertainty.
That downtown branch will close on October 7th. Southeastern Guide Dogs in Palmetto getting ready to open its new $8.5 million student center. The new Barplehurst Student Center has been in the works for 9 years and is now a reality thanks to hundreds of donors. The center will house students who are visually impaired and veterans as they train with their new guide dogs. It will also provide office space for volunteers. This building includes student rooms, a dining hall, training facility, student leisure space, and a courtyard.
A patio and dog relief area, because if you're here for class in the old building, you had to get up and walk at least 10 feet and go through 2 doors. Here, all you have to do is get out of bed and take your dog out the patio door.
The facility will officially open on Monday. It's estimated to serve more than 500 students and graduates each year. Still to come in your Suncoast News, concerns that some cancer screenings may be unreliable, why the FDA is warning women about these tests. And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your full weather forecast for the upcoming weekend. And football season is here. We'll show you how some fans are getting food delivered straight to their tailgate party. That's coming up.
What does it mean when New South Window says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory.
It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct pricing.
Plus, New South windows are made in Florida.
For Florida homes.
By Florida workers.
Because we know Florida weather.
Bring your measurements this Saturday from 9 to 4 to get huge discounts. New South Window. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
Welcome to the all-new Seymour Buick GMC on the island of Venice.
Seymour smiles.
Seymour quality selection of new and pre-owned vehicles.
Seymour for your trade.
Seymour Savings.
It's the Buick 2016 model year sale down. Now get 20% below MSRP on select Encore models in stock. That's nearly $5,000 below MSRP on the 2016 Buick Encore.
Seymour now at Seymour Buick GMC on the island of Venice. Go to SeymourBuickGMC.com.
Get ready, college football fans. When you buy a $5 or more Fantasy 5 ticket and enter your team's drawing, you could win great prizes like team merchandise, tickets to your team's games, and other bowl game experiences. You could even win a championship weekend prize pack in Tampa or $10,000 cash. Fantasy 5 from the Florida Lottery. Just imagine.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
At Sunset Subaru in Sarasota, we make sure you get the most for your money. More years, more miles, and when you're ready to sell, you'll get more money back. Come fall in love with the longest-lasting vehicle in its class, the Subaru Outback. Or lease a new 2017 Subaru Forester for just $209 a month. Or get 0% financing right now during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
It's Friday, which means high school football here on the Suncoast and another edition of Football Friday Night. Later tonight, we'll have scores and highlights from the area's top games. But first, ABC 7's Adam Cellini joins us live from Venice High School with a preview of our Game of the Week. Adam.
Scott, welcome to Venice here. As you can see, things still quiet around here. A couple people setting up the concession stand, the media, the sidelines. Very, very calm, very quiet, but there is a storm coming, and that storm is in the form of the Manatee High Hurricanes, a former district opponent for the Venice Indians down here. These two programs have run the football gamut on the Suncoast for several years and meet tonight for something very valuable. No, not a district win, but 12 months of bragging rights. The Indians entered this game 2-0, including the preseason. The Hurricanes with 1 loss in their first game. The Canes are also on short rest after a Monday night game against Palmetto that was pushed back thanks to Tropical Storm Hermine last week. Manatee scored only 1 touchdown in that last game, but both teams tonight have a ton of experience and firepower on the offensive side of the ball, managed by veteran quarterbacks Bryce Carpenter for the Indians and A.J. Colagiovanni for the Canes. We're expecting a big crowd and a loud 4 quarters here at Powell Davis Stadium tonight, starting at 7:30. We had a chance to speak with Coach Peacock earlier today, telling us about his own history. His father played at Manatee High School, watched several Manatee games growing up. He told us what this game means to him.
I grew up watching Manatee football, so that's kind of special to me personally. Teams I remember, either I told the guys today, you're going to be remembered for a couple things. One, did you win the district? How far did you go in the playoffs? And did you beat Manatee?
And this rivalry runs deeper than just football. If you look over my shoulder, you'll see Venice's new Jumbotron this year. They're the first in Sarasota County with a Jumbotron. 1 year after Manatee High School was the first team in Manatee County with a Jumbotron of their own. Clearly competitive on all levels, and we want to remind everyone to send in their pictures from the stands to us at mysuncoast.com, either on Twitter or Facebook, with the hashtag #FanOfTheWeek. Live here in Venice. We'll be bringing you more updates later in the show. For now, I'm Adam Cellini. Scott, back to you.
All right, Adam, thank you so much. We'll see you again 11:15 tonight for the big show, Football Friday Night. Here's something we hope catches on with the Tampa Bay Bucks. The San Francisco 49ers partnering with Amazon to offer tailgating deliveries. It's called Prime Now. Fans at Levi's Stadium can now order food, drinks, and more from the online retail site. Orders will be delivered right to the parking lot in an hour or less, but the service only available to Amazon Prime members who pay an annual subscription fee. I don't know. A lot of people bring their own and they cook out there, and it's like a day-long thing. So I don't know. Maybe if you don't have a lot of time, you can use that
maybe
service.
Pretty soon it'll be drone delivery, too.
I was thinking that, yeah.
You just load it right in. By the way, you can send pictures, too, ABC 7, pictures of weather going on as well at pics@mysuncoast.com or on Twitter or Facebook at mysuncoast.com. We can get them that way, too, just like Adam said.
Whatever's easiest.
Yeah. You pick them up anywhere, right? You can drop them off. 2 people have dropped off actual
right?
pictures.
With a drone?
Oh, the drone. We are looking at some pictures right now, at least some video, time lapse out there over Sarasota Bay. A few showers moving on by. This is from our tower cam. You can see a little bit of rain right around 4 o'clock, and then it quickly moved on. And we're looking at just a few isolated showers around right now. There could be more developing through the evening as a result of the very warm temperatures. We had highs today in the low to mid-90s. There's plenty of lift. That gives the atmosphere a little bit of lift, and that allows storms to develop. Now, normally, we have a little sea breeze developing, and you would see these showers kind of converge on that sea breeze and cause showers to really start to mushroom here, but that's not happening. So the rain that does occur is going to be moving through quickly, so all the fans getting ready to go to the games should be okay this evening. Shouldn't be a big problem. As I said, you'll see a passing shower here and there, and then this one pretty heavy moving toward northwest Braden in the next 10 minutes. So look out there on 75th Street, also on looks like Manatee Avenue toward Holmes Beach. Some showers there. The one area of rainfall near the north end of Longboat Key near Whitney Beach is now off into the Gulf. It's 93 right now. We have a few clouds around. The dew point 74. Winds out of the southeast at 7. And the humidity is somewhat moderate this time. We are watching several areas. We talked about the one south of Florida. That has a 40% chance of developing, but will have little impact on our weather as it heads off to the west. This one, though, is getting better organized and has an 80% chance of developing. But right now, the latest models still suggest that it's going to move off to the west and then into the open waters of the Atlantic as it will kind of rotate around an area of high pressure, which is just to the north. Another system right here, just to the east of San Juan, Puerto Rico, that's pushing off to the northwest, but does not have much of a chance to develop because there's just so much shear going on in the atmosphere here out ahead of it. So the chances of that developing are really quite small at this point, but it is heading toward the Bahamas. You can see that quite clearly with some deep convection, a little bit of rotation right there, and once in a while flaring up, pushing off very slowly off to the west-northwest. This is that bigger system I mentioned to the east, which will more than likely become Ian and move off into the open waters of the Atlantic over the next several days. For us, that dry air that had been around is thinning out quite a bit and pushing off to the west. So although the atmosphere didn't moisten up too much today, we will still see a few scattered showers around through the evening. And then again, tomorrow, the rain chance at about 40%. We'll see that area of low pressure to the south and move off to the west, and then more than likely get sheared apart. For us, afternoon showers and storms will be in the mix. Not many, and they'll push on through rather quickly. Saturday and Sunday look to be pretty much the same with afternoon and evening storms around, but most of the day pretty good for the weekend. And then the late day storms will be around a little bit more prevalent, I think, on Monday and Tuesday. Well, around the U.S., it's been a hot one over the eastern states over the past couple of days. 91 now in Boston. It's 92 in the nation's capital and 73 now in Minneapolis. A bit of a cold front there moving through the northern plain states. Seas will be running 2 feet or less. A light chop out there for pretty good boating weather this weekend. Water temperature now 84 degrees, and the UV index will be high at a 10. Here's the forecast for tides upcoming Sarasota Bay 8:59 and a low tide at 12:53. And tonight, isolated showers, partly cloudy, 30% chance of rain. And then for tomorrow, a warm afternoon, highs in the low 90s, and a 40% chance for those late day storms. And we will see again the possibility of a better chance of rain come Monday and Tuesday as a little bit more convergence moves on in. Scott?
Okay, Bob, thank you. Now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. We have reports of a crash in Sarasota County. It's on US 41 at Seminole Drive, and it's causing some slowdowns a little bit in the southbound lanes there because of that crash, but not too bad at this hour. In health news tonight, atrial fibrillation, a type of irregular heartbeat, may be tied to a higher risk of heart attack, heart failure, kidney disease, and even sudden death. Specifically, researchers found there's a 5-fold greater risk of heart failure and 88% increased risk of sudden cardiac death. AFib has already been shown to increase risk for stroke, and in this study, the team found that the risk of stroke is 2 to 3 times higher for people with AFib. The FDA is warning women and their doctors that some current screening tests for ovarian cancer are unreliable. One test measures the amount of the protein CA125 in the blood. And while certain cancers, including ovarian cancer, may raise the blood level of CA125, many non-cancerous conditions may also raise the level of the protein, causing healthy women to undergo needless follow-up. According to the American Cancer Society, no major medical or professional organization recommends the routine use of CA125 blood test to screen for ovarian cancer. Coming up, a risky high-altitude drama playing out overnight, how rescuers were able to get to tourists who were trapped in cable cars. And construction workers in Los Angeles take a break from the job for a breathtaking selfie. Look at that.
ABC7 is proud to present Line Dance Central. Now you can learn popular country and not so country line dances from the comfort of your own home. Just visit mysuncoast.com, click on Entertainment, and you'll be kicking up your boots or flip-flops in no time. Brought to you by the White Buffalo Saloon and Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
It's Lincoln's summer sales event here at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKZ for only $299 per month, or a 2016 Lincoln MKX, Lincoln's premium sports utility vehicle, for $339 per month. We also have a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles. Drive with the confidence of a 6-year, 100,000-mile comprehensive warranty and complimentary roadside assistance. Alex Karras Lincoln, family owned and operated, and winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award. We are located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
And for a limited time, Minnesota Flooring is offering you unbelievable pricing on tile and laminate. Porcelain tile only $1.59. Ceramic tile 99 cents. And 16 by 16 tile $1.19. Laminate flooring is only 99 cents. But these prices won't last. Don't miss out on these great deals. Hurry into Minnesota Flooring today.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
They care. They take the time to understand you, take the time to understand your case.
There's no better satisfaction to me than to see a client who is happy because of the job we've done for them.
It's really actually very comforting to know that there's someone that you've heard of and you're getting recommendations about that you can turn to when you have a problem.
I felt like I had a partner in this, and he was going to be by my side.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Now to a daring rescue mission in the French Alps. Dozens of people who were trapped overnight in cable cars dangling at 12,000 feet up are now safe and back on solid ground. Dozens of tourists excited to see these spectacular mountain scenery were instead forced to spend the freezing night trapped midair in these cable cars. The ordeal began around 4:30 p.m. local time when two cables crossed over each other, shutting the whole thing down. 110 people were left stranded in the cars, and while daylight lasted, helicopters rushed to rescue 77 of the people. They harnessed themselves to cables and then climbed along the cars and dropped down into chairlifts. But when night fell, a cold fog rolled in and those operations were suspended. So 33 people spent the night hanging high above the ground.
We were there almost 10 hours in the cable car, which was really quite an experience.
I bet it was. A full medical team was on standby at the scene. The passengers underwent medical checks for signs of hypothermia. The section of cable cars where this happened is still being checked and will not reopen tomorrow. Two women survived after their car went off a cliff in Tacoma, Washington. The women were in a parking lot at a park yesterday afternoon, and somehow their car went off the side of the 150-foot cliff. The two women became trapped. The area at the bottom of the cliff is filled with trees, but rescue crews were still able to reach the two. The crews used a fireboat to take the women to ambulances waiting at the marina. They are in serious condition, and officials still don't know how or why the car went over the edge of that parking lot. 4 construction workers adding to the spire to what is now LA's tallest building took a break to pose for an epic picture. Look at that, 1,100 feet in the air. They took the picture on top of the Wilshire Grand Tower, which will open next year. It's reminiscent of those old-time photos of death-defying construction workers. Like these, it inspires the same level of awe and straight-up vertigo. Oh my gosh, how do they do that? Well, a 3-year-old girl's first taste of cotton candy has become an internet sensation. Beatrix Hart went to a Seattle Mariners game on Wednesday, and while finishing up her cotton candy, the Jumbotron captured her reaction. Beatrix says she was just being silly with her cotton candy and likes making silly faces. The Mariners posted the video on their Facebook page, and it has gone viral. We can see why. She's a cutie. So to come in your Suncoast News, a major drug bust in Northport. Why police there waited for hours before raiding a suspected drug house. We'll have the latest on the investigation coming up next.
Temperatures on the Suncoast are rising and the deals are hotter than ever during the summer clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. You'll feel cooler than ever when you drive away in a new Jeep Cherokee for as little as $19,999, or take home a stylish new Jeep Renegade for just $17,999. How about a new 2016 Jeep Patriot for just $14,999? Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
Getting older shouldn't mean giving up all the things she loves to do. It should just mean, well, finding new ways to do them. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to provide help with personal care, housekeeping, and of course, meal preparation.
Oh, that smells so good. Oh, and it tastes good too.
We can provide the right care right at home.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Welcome to the all-new Seymour Buick GMC on the island of Venice.
Seymour smiles. Seymour quality selection of new and pre-owned vehicles.
Seymour for your trade.
Seymour Savings.
It's the Buick 2016 model year sale down. Now get 20% below MSRP on select Encore models in stock. That's nearly $5,000 below MSRP on the 2016 Buick Encore.
Seymour now at Seymour Buick GMC on the island of Venice. Go to SeymourBuickGMC.com.